My name is Jens, and I work as Director of Industry and Member Relations at IGEA in short.
Hi guys, my name's Caddy Neville, and I'm the Talent and Acquisition Consultant for Gameloft Brisbane.
Hi, I'm Dylan Michaelishek. I'm the Studio Manager at Gameloft Brisbane.
In particular, the Federal Offset has been the work of years, of very hard and consistent lobbying. I should highlight the work of my colleague Ben Au, who is our Director of Policy and Government Relations, and that certainly is one of the highlights of his career. He was very instrumental in getting this off the ground. Myself, I helped a little bit from the periphery, but it took quite a while to get this off the ground. And if you hear yourself talk in those conversations, kind of like, why isn't this happening earlier? Because I think we have some brilliant arguments on our side. It's a growing industry. It's the fastest growing creative industry in the world. It's just the biggest, or one of the biggest already. It has an extremely positive trajectory ahead of it, and ultimately, I think those arguments also then convinced the political stakeholders, in particular in the context of numbers, job growth, export revenue, but also skill diversification. We got to remember, this is a country that got pretty rich by digging stuff out of the ground and is still doing so. As a result of that, its economic diversification isn't well diverse. Australia has the economic profile of Jamaica or Angola, and that's not hyperbole. That's actually Harvard research that can back that up. So video games, offer a very crucial skill diversification in that respect. Some really highly skilled people who can attract with very transferable skills. So there is that as well, and I think that argument is also very valid in the context of post-COVID recovery. Look, the same applies to the state-based offset, and I really need to give a big shout out here to Gameloft and Dylan, who've been absolutely instrumental in getting this off the ground in Queensland. They've put a lot of work and effort into it, with an absolutely fantastic results. We're quite happy to assist them, but maybe Dylan can elaborate on that a little bit further.
Yeah, to build on what Jens was saying there, and as we mentioned earlier, this has been a long process in the making. IGEA has been the main sort of driver of getting the people together, organizing interviews with media, lobbying with the government, and just being that steady force for many years and getting people together. They've done a wonderful job doing that. And I've been a part of that in a number of different ways. I'm also a director on the board for IGEA. So I get to be involved in all those sort of facets of lobbying the government and encouraging everybody involved how great this is, how important it is, what an opportunity it is. So in Queensland specifically, we had to sort of push on a state level, even though the federal government had moved on the tax incentives, which is fantastic. We still needed to sort of bring it to light, so to speak, because film is very big here, film and TV. It's a big player, big revenue generator, but even though video games are essentially interactive films and TV, it just wasn't on the horizon. It wasn't in the radar. And I think because it's just the industry took such a beating back in the 2000s that it's just sort of been forgotten a bit. It's all coming together now with the incentives, and you'll see this industry really grow at an exponential rate over the next months and years.